According to Buddhism's theory of karma and reincarnation, divide time into the past tense of the three Buddhas in the present and future. It represents the lamp-burning ancient Buddha. In this world, represents Shakyamuni Buddha. The representative of the future life is Maitreya Buddha. These three Buddhas are in chronological order, known as the Buddha of three worlds. In addition to erecting the third Buddha, Buddhism also divides the third generation of Buddhas into hells and spaces. They represent the three directions of east and west in the middle. The one in the middle is Shakyamuni Buddha. To his east is the medicine man, the Tathagata of glazed light. In the middle is Amitabha Buddha, who presides over the pure land of ultimate bliss. Hello everyone, I am Xiaoping. Today we're going to talk about the third Buddha. The three Buddhas are divided in time. There are also spatial distinctions, so let's talk first. Numbers distinguished by time. The third Buddha 3 is also known as the three records. Sanskrit is called the Lu family. In the first age, it is described as 1,000 streams. It means that the flowing time I represents a period of time. So how long is a life? There was a saying in ancient times, one life represents 30 years. Nowadays, it is generally believed that one life is a person's life. Therefore, there are past and present lives. To talk about the afterlife. In Buddhism, one life represents different lengths of time. There is a brief period of time called an instant. Sanchar Momo is the transliteration of traditional text. It means the shortest time. How short is it? We usually describe short-lived actions, for example, in the snap of a finger or in the blink of an eye, and the moment is shorter. With a snap of a finger or a blink of an eye, it is equivalent to the moment of 6 lifetimes. Except for a short period of time like Setsuna 3, there is also a relatively long life called the Jie Jie, which also means one in traditional Chinese. This is an extremely long time. In ancient Indian Brahmanism, it was believed that the world would go through many tribulations. When the end of the festival comes, the results will appear. The result will be the destruction of everything in the world. Then recreate the world. Then Buddhism also believes that the world is a cyclical process of birth and death. What about after a long time? The world will also be destroyed once, then start again. Buddhism believes that one kalpa is one life. Previously it was a past life. This is the present world. After that comes the life to come. In these three generations of Buddhas, the third generation represents the world of destruction. This life is very long. Some say it is 12.8 billion years. Some say it is 4.32 billion years. So a conjecture about destruction in astronomy is very similar. That is, the lifespan of the sun is about 12 billion years. It is relatively close to the time of one tribulation, 12.8 billion years. That is to say, when the day comes when the sun ends, it may become a supernova with the explosive power of a supernova. Will destroy the solar system. Remember everything, including the earth, in the three Buddhas. The middle one refers to the modern Buddha Shakyamuni. He represents 1,000 virtuous Buddhas. On the left is the ancient Buddha burning lamps in the past. It represents the 1,000 Buddhas of solemn festival. On the right is the future Buddha, Maitreya Buddha, 1,000 Buddhas representing future sages. These three people on the Buddhist altar, it is the image representing the 3,000 Buddhas of the three generations. In the past, the Buddha was called the Lantern Buddha, also called Dingguang Buddha. Legend has it that in the distant past, there was a king named Lampshade. Under his rule, the country prospered, people live and work in peace and contentment. The queen gave birth to a prince for the king late one night. When she was born, everything around is as bright as a lamp. Therefore, he is called the Randang Prince. When the prince is old enough, he decided to become a monk and practice Buddhism. However, the king and queen did not agree, but in order to save all sentient beings, the prince escaped from the sea of life and death. He still decided that he lacked the Dharma to practice. 6,000 years later, the prince finally attained the supreme enlightenment, achieved the Buddha's country, and become the lamp-burning Buddha. His Dharma name is Universal Light, Tathagata. Sometimes it is also called the Ancient Buddha of Burning Lights. The Ancient Burning Buddha mentioned in Journey to the West refers to the legend that the Ancient Burning Buddha was the Buddha who consecrated sacrifices to Shakyamuni in the past. In his previous life, Shakyamuni was a devout Buddhist believer. In order to make an offering, a lot of money was spent to build the Ancient Buddha. Bought a rare Wu Jing Yen Yen. The Buddha gave it to this devotee out of joy. A prophecy predicted that he would become a Buddha after the 91st day, and became Shakyamuni Buddha. There is another legend. In the past countless kalpas there was a Buddhist monk. The boy met the ancient lamp-burning Buddha on the road. The boy who was doing good deeds while barefooting the ancient Buddha of Randen discovered that there was sewage on the ground. So I threw myself on the ground with a kind heart, waiting for the Randen ancient Buddha to walk through the hair of the Randen ancient Buddha. Seeing this scene gave the boy a prophecy. It is said that son of Shanran, you will become a Buddha in the future. The Dharma name of Shakyamuni is that there are many ideas about what Buddha said in the past. One view is that Randen ancient Buddha is the Buddha of the past. Another view is that the subconscious Buddha of Shakyamuni Buddha is Kassapa Buddha. In addition, there is a view that there was more than one Buddha before Shakyamuni Buddha. There are 6 Buddhas in total, plus Shakyamuni. There are 7 Buddhas in total. These 7 Buddhas are arranged in chronological order. The first one is Japa Shifo. He is considered the most noble because he is the first Buddha to be born. Placed right in the middle of the 7 Buddhas, known as the Holy Contemplation Buddha, means perspective that trumps all, according to Buddhist scriptures. The second one is Breathing Buddha. Lost energy means the highest Buddha. He was born on the 31st day of the past. The third place is Bo Buddha. He is called the Buddha of all. He was also born in the past 31 days, ranked after the lost Chi Buddha. The first 3 are behind the Buddha who was born in the past verse. The 4 Buddhas are the current Buddhas who were born in the 19th session. The fourth place is Ju Luosan. Buddha's residence in Raisin means a wonderful Buddha. He is present, the first among the 1,000 Buddhas. When he was born, now Shenjia, the average life expectancy is 60,000 years. The fifth one is Junesa Buddha. Junesa means that this offering is also known as the economic Buddha. He was born at the age of 40,000 in the lifespan of a living sage. The sixth place is Jaya Buddha. That is the Buddha before Shakyamuni. Gaia, meaning hidden light, is also called Jing Lu Fo. The Gaia here does not refer to Gaia, a disciple of Shakyamuni. It is said that Jaya Buddha was the teacher of Shakyamuni in his previous life. He once predicted at a lecture gathering that Shakyamuni would become a Buddha. These 7 Buddhas represent the 7 Buddhas of the past and present. At this point, we are left with the future Buddha Maitreya. According to the records of the Maitreya Sutra, Maitreya Buddha was born into a Brahmin family in the country of Purana in India. Maitreya means his surname. To this end, his name in this world is Ayajuo. It means incompetent. Saint and Shakyamuni Buddha were contemporaries. Maitreya became a disciple of Shakyamuni. After, he has always been at the Buddha's side. Listen to the Dharma with an open mind. Shakyamuni predicted, Maitreya Buddha will become the future Buddha, inherit his Buddha's throne. In order to fulfill this mission, Maitreya Buddha walked in front of Shakyamuni, and he was promoted to Dusushin. Dusushin, it is the paradise of Maitreya Buddha. It is also the holy place where he preached scriptures. After Master Xuanzang obtained the scriptures, I once made a wish. I hope that I can also die. They all listened to Maitreya Bodhisattva's explanation of Buddhism. According to Buddhist teachings, sentient beings in the desire realm, colorless realm, among the 3 realms, continuous reincarnation, only by reaching the realm of nirvana, only the Buddha who can transcend the 3 realms, enter the Western paradise of immortality and immortality. The 3 realms are secular existences. From high to low, it is divided into hell, evil ghosts, brute, people, Asura, sky. Among these 6 heavens, there are also 6 heavens of desire. At the mountain demon in Suni Mountain are the 4 heavenly kings. This is the residence of the 4 heavenly kings. Between Suni Mountain is the night, Lithian. In the center is the terrain and sky. The 4 peaks all around. Each has 8 days, 33 days in total. The master of this world is the night demon sky and sky. Another one is the twin sentient beings who live in the sky and live in the clouds. The 2,000 years are all ruled by the night demon king. Is the later king of hell. Tongling is the place where people live after death. The evolution of the legend. Night demon king and Yama gradually formed these 2 different gods. Above the night sky is the 4th heaven, Dongshuishan, which is the paradise of Maitreya Buddha. Legend has it that one day in Dongshuishan is equivalent to 400 years on earth. Buddhist scriptures say the inhabitants of this heaven can illuminate the world with their whole body of light. Dongshuitian includes the inner courtyard and the outer courtyard. The outer courtyard is the heavenly palace of mortal retribution. The inner courtyard is the pure land of desire of Maitreya Buddha. It is also known as the abode of the Bodhisattva of replenishment. The remedy is that the former Buddhist foundation is destroyed, and this Bodhisattva has made up for it. It means to make up for the Buddha's residence later. Since Maitreya is the future Buddha, nature lives here. So how long will Maitreya Bodhisattva have to stay in Dongshuishan to succeed Shakyamuni and spread Buddhism widely? It is recorded in the Buddhist scriptures, Maitreya Buddha will be around for 560,700,000,000 years. The end of the Dharma era comes to the world. According to Shakyamuni's prophecy, the lifespan of the earth at that time was approximately 6.2 billion years. If another 5.67 billion years are added, it is almost 12 billion years since the sun was destroyed. Speaking of Maitreya Buddha, the first thing that may come to everyone's mind is a person who always smiles. The image of a big belly that can be accommodated. But actually, this Maitreya Buddha in the image of a generous Buddha monk. It's just the image of Maitreya Buddha in Chinese local Buddhism. Can even be said that this is just an incarnation of Maitreya Buddha. In Orthodox Indian statues, it is more of an image of Maitreya from heavenly views. Observe the mind, otherworldly, Maitreya Buddha. In the history of China, it also symbolizes the change of political power. The Buddhist scriptures say, Maitreya Buddha will eventually succeed Shakyamuni's elephant position. Since one Buddha rules a world, he is considered to be a symbol of regime change. Therefore, many peasants and rebels claimed to be the incarnation of Maitreya Buddha. During the Kaiwan period of the Tang dynasty, there are such rumors. The Lishur dynasty will fall, and the Lu dynasty will rise, alluding to the teachings of Maitreya. Or maybe Emperor Xuanzong of the Tang dynasty cut off all the moths and other wings, and hunt down and suppress them harshly. By Song dynasty, the king of Hebei also declared during his rebellion, the era of Shakyamuni declined. Maitreya Buddha should succeed. Then the third Buddha, in addition to the lamp-burning Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha and Maitreya Buddha, there is also Hong, which represents the Middle East and West. Since it is the direction, then there should be East, West, North and South. So why is there only East and West but not North and South? This may be related to the worship of the sun by ancient people. The sun rises from the east every day, falling from the west. Gives warmth and light. In the three eternal Buddhas, the east represents the world of colored glaze, symbolizing happiness and a state beyond pain. The sun shines brightly when it rises, light up the earth. But when the sun sets in the west, the earth fell into darkness. It's a place where people go after they die. It represents the Western paradise. However, in mythology and religion, death never represents the end. Then Shakyamuni Buddha in the middle represents the world of Saha. It is one of the 3,000 worlds taught by Shakyamuni Buddha. Sobo's world is also called the world that can bear all living beings. Here, the world endures 10 evil troubles. And to the east of Shakyamuni Buddha is Medicine Master Lazuli Light Tathagata, also known as Medicine Buddha. On behalf of the Oriental Jingli World Medicine Master Wang Wuligwang Tathagata, the great King Boi Wang Shanshur made 12 vows. These include removing diseases from all sentient beings, so that hungry sentient beings can get real things and so on. Medicine Master Glazed Light Tathagata is surrounded by two evil beings. Evil world, it is the highest level of Bodhisattva practice. He often served the Buddha before he became a Buddha. On the right side of Medicine Master Glazed Light Tathagata is sunlight, universal illumination Bodhisattva. On the left is the moonlit Bodhisattva. These three together are also called the three saints of the East. In Buddhist legend, sunlight Bodhisattva and moonlight Bodhisattva have an extraordinary relationship with Medicine Buddha. According to legend, a long time ago, there is a man who has a very kind heart in everything. Deeply feel the sentient beings in this world, determined to help these suffering beings, bring them health and happiness. One day, the Tathagata of lightning light came to the world to see. That person was moved in every way by his good deeds and mercy. Dianguang Tathagata appreciated his efforts and determination. Then, he suggested that everything should be renamed Medicine King, and renamed his two sons Rizhao and Yuezhao respectively. Medicine King and his two sons. After a long period of practice and hard work, Rizhao and Yuezhao finally achieved the right result. The king of medicine became the savior of all living beings. If it were Tathagata, his two sons became his assistants. The two evil warriors, sunlight Bodhisattva, symbolize the life and death of the holy martyrs, the power of darkness. Just like the sun shining all over the world, he is the embodiment of sunshine, bring hope and healing. In Tantric Buddhism, sunlight Bodhisattva is also known as Vajra. It represents Ksitigarbha's bright virtue. When we see the statue of sunlight Bodhisattva, he sat on a red lotus in full bloom. The left hand holds the treasure banner, symbolizes the power and blessing of Bodhisattva. The right hand is in the wish mudra, representing his vows and commitments to all living beings. There is often a sun pattern on the heart or lotus flower, symbolizing his light and illuminating power. Corresponding to the Eastern Jinglu world is the Western paradise. It is mainly presided over by Amitabha Buddha. Compared with Medicine King Buddha, Amitabha's influence among the people is even wider. Amitabha's name is also infinite, sometimes called the infinite Buddha. Amitabha Buddha has many other names, like the Buddha of infinite life and the Buddha of boundless light, Happy Buddha, Wisdom Light Buddha, Super Sun Moonlight Buddha, and so on. There are a total of 13 different names. In Buddhist scriptures, Amitabha Buddha is described as having infinite light, illuminating the world in all directions without any obstacles. Its lifespan is also infinite. What about the sentient beings in the Western paradise? They also enjoy an infinite lifespan. Buddha's world of wisdom is also called the Pure Land and the No Land among the six paths. A sharp contrast. People there enjoy endless happiness and tranquility. Buddhism believes that the world is full of troubles and pain, moral decline. The social atmosphere corrupts all sentient beings, suffering from endless suffering. However, in the Pure Land, people are free and happy. According to the perspective of Mahayana Buddhism, Buddhas are as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River. Therefore, Pure Land is also a countless famous Pure Land world, including Maithreya Pure Land, Lingshan Pure Land, Denthrak Pure Land, and Pure Land, etc. Among them, the one that has the greatest impact on people is the Western Paradise. So what kind of blessed land is the Western Paradise? This was described in detail in our previous programs on Western Paradise. Here it is. I will explain it simply. The land here is composed of 7 treasures, including gold and silver, lily, coral, lake, tridacna, and agate. The trees here, houses and pavilions. This is a natural synthesis of the 7 treasures' solemnity. The residents are extremely luxurious in their chibao clothes. When food is as good as jade, the 7 treasures naturally form various delicacies, naturally plump. The beautiful flowers and birds here all sing wonderful music. The most important thing is, the lifespan of residents here is unlimited. So after Buddhism was introduced to China, combined with local culture, many different sects were formed. Each sect has its own theory of becoming a Buddha, but these theories are very profound. It is difficult for ordinary people to understand and practice. So the Pure Land sect created a very simple practice method. It has been recognized by the general public. Men, women, old and young, regardless of the level of intelligence. The method of chanting Buddha's name can be practiced by everyone. Just read it wholeheartedly. Amitabha's nominal deeds. You can be reborn in the Western Paradise. This simple method of practice quickly became popular in society. There was even a scene of every family chanting Buddha's name. Recite Namo Amitabha. What does Amitabha mean? It is to show respect and refuge to Amitabha. As the Bodhisattva of the Western Paradise, there is also a scholar. They are Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva and Great World Bodhisattva respectively. The 3 of them are known as the Western Saints or the names of the 3 Amitabhas. It is the transliteration of Sanskrit, also known as the Big Thing or the World. Although the influence of Deshurji among Chinese folk is not as wide as that of Avalokitesvara, but he is massively admired in Japan. During the Kamakura period, with the introduction of Pure Land Buddhism and Pure Land Mantra, belief in Daishichi is extremely popular among the Japanese. There is a saying in Japanese Buddhism, it is the Great World Bodhisattva and Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva who will guide the souls of good people. Rebirth in the Pure Land of Ultimate Bliss. So the image of Mahashizi is very similar to the image of Avalokitesvara. The main difference is that there is a crown with a Bao Ping symbol on the top of the head. The crown of Guanyin Bodhisattva is the symbol of a miniaturized Amitabha. Avalokitesvara is a bodhisattva with both charity and wisdom. It is often depicted as 1,000 hands holding an eye. Guanyin Bodhisattva is one of the most revered and worshipped bodhisattvas in Buddhism. Considered the main bodhisattva who saves all sentient beings. He can hear the cries of suffering of all sentient beings. With a heart of compassion, you can eliminate suffering for all sentient beings. And with the eyes of wisdom, guide all sentient beings away from bodhisattva. In short, the visualization of the 3rd Buddha plays an important role in Buddhism. It helps Buddhists understand Buddhist teachings and practice methods. At the same time, it also brings them the power of faith and the shelter of compassion and respect for the earth. The existence and spread of the concept of the 3 generations of Buddha provides people with a new perspective on life and the world, inspiring us to always pursue happiness and liberation. Alright, today I will share it with you here. I am Xiaopeng who only makes 10,000 videos. If you like my video, remember to like, collect and follow it. See you next time.